So I am tired. I feel really tired. I've had a full day, a blessed day. I am doing some incredible things, uh, but you got to do the work before you can talk about it. So I'm going to continue to get all of that stuff situated. But right now, first, I want to salute my ancestors and officially begin again. I have started, I have stopped, I have started and stopped this Sky Peace Sunday in honor of my father. My father used to call his hats his sky pieces, and he used to remind me that my head, my imagination, is the only thing that I have that is truly free in the configuration of the society that we have lived in. Um, I think that things are changing, though. I think that things are about to be a lot different. And I think that the configuration of that difference depends on our energy, the way we perceive things, and the things that we purposely put out there, the seeds that we purposely plant, or the seeds that we reap. What we sow, we reap. So, this live is about me and my music. I'm going to talk about something that I really know something about. um, I have been a singer-songwriter for as long as I can remember. I wrote songs as a child. I remember getting my cousins together and we doing little skits and presentations with my original music for my mother and my grandmother and my aunties for Mother's Day and other events. Some of my cousins, I'm pretty sure, remember this. I My daddy used to record me singing when I was really young, and I think it was maybe about 2015 or 14. He pulled out one of his reel-to-reels and put it on, on the reel-to-reel, and we were listening, and I heard myself singing, and I was like, wow, I sound pretty good back then. And I was like, how old was I, Mom? Was I about 9? She was like, no, you hadn't even started kindergarten yet. So then I thought about it, and I was paying attention to how my sister was sounding when she was talking, because I was kind of scolding her about not singing a song that I knew we both knew the words to. And my sister was little, and my sister is only 2 years younger than me, so I was bossy. I couldn't believe that I was like 4. Really thought I was older. But anyway, I've always sang and wrote poems. And poems are songs without music sometimes. So I would convert my poems into songs. So I remember my daddy playing this poetry and music by the Watts Prophets. I was 4, and it moved me so much that I knew that that is what I wanted to do. I said, when I grow up, Daddy, that's what I want to do. I want to be a singer and a poet. And he was like, well, okay. So that has been something that I have worked toward. Now, when I was a teenager, I was in a band briefly with a famous person. He's a famous Southern Soul artist right now, and they call him TK Soul. But I was in his band. His band was called Time Zone. That was definitely a highlight of my life. I got to sing with him, and Rhonda Moore was singing with me. Carlos Wolf Jones was on keyboards. Donnexter Flowers was on drums. Darnell Williams, my first love, was on bass guitar. Kevin Hall was on one of the guitars. I want to say lead guitar, but I'm not sure because I know TK Soul, Terry Duke, as we knew him back then, he played guitar and keyboard. So I don't remember. I am older, so there's a lot of stuff I don't remember from a teenager. But Terry could play every instrument, so there's no telling what he was on. I mean TK Soul. So I got that experience and I really enjoyed it and always kind of wanted to get back to it. So I went to college. My major was originally music, performance, and education. I got a little bored with it because I wasn't singing the type of music that I wanted to sing at the time, but I was young. Now when I look back on it, I was like, if I would have just stuck in those areas, it would have advanced me in a whole lot of other areas. But I changed my major to psychology, which was something also that I loved. But my heart has always been in art. My heart is in art, and music most definitely a part of my heart. So I end up in my young adult, having babies and all this kind of stuff. So I'm just singing around the house, writing songs, writing poems, writing it down, but not really fully knowing where I was going to go with it. And I didn't know until I was 33 exactly what I was going to do again. When I turned 33, I was like, I'm an artist. I tried all these other things. I taught. I worked as a teacher's aide, and I was thinking about going back to school to get my degree in teaching. I worked as a nurse's assistant. I was like, well, maybe I should be a nurse. No. I sold dresses. I've always been an entrepreneur, though. I did a lot of different things, a lot of different jobs. And when I turned 33, I was like, I am an artist, so I might as well just live this life. This is who I am. So I started out, doing my poetry professionally and producing shows because, poetry is kind of a hard sell. My idea was, I was going to write these poetry books, become a famous poet, and people were going to buy my books and all this and all that. But I was enjoying myself, but nobody was really just hiring poets like that. So I had to produce shows. I had to produce my own poetry shows, and that segued into just producing shows, period. And I remember I met this beautiful young lady that was a singer. I'm thinking, well, I'm getting on up there. Maybe I'm too old to try to be an artist and everything. So I got all these songs. And I asked this young lady to sing my songs. And her reply kind of pricked me, but it was good. It inspired me to do my thing. So she said, oh, lady, sing your own songs. You ain't supposed to use me to sing your songs. I got songs I want to sing. You probably ain't gonna do it no way. So one way to get me moving is for somebody to tell me I can't do something. So I end up hooking up with the beautiful, awesome, talented Christian Simeon, and we did my first album, and it is called Chocolate Rhythm. We had a lot of fun doing this. And I was like, I can do this. I heard the songs that I've been singing around the house actually to music, and I was just digging the whole situation. I'm like, oh, I'm in now. It's on. I'm going to be doing this. So over the years, I worked with some wonderful people, some wonderful producers and things like that, and watched my children just laugh and just really enjoy the fact that all these songs that I've been singing for years around the house are now records, and they're being played like all over the world, and it's just cool. And so I moved to Las Vegas to hang out with all the other cool kids. And Las Vegas has been very good to me. Very good. Now, I know that my artistry is truly my ministry. This is a way that I am able to share the depth of myself without having to go into a whole lot of explanation. Just do it and let it flow. And who sees and feels the message, if it resonates with them, then I've did my job, and it's good. And even I can go back and read some of my poems, or listen to some of my music and stuff, and it helps me. It helps my day go better. Sometimes we get into just doing things in life that's not necessarily feeling inspirational at the time or whatever. But I can go back. It's a blessing, and I know it is, that I can go and listen to something that I wrote, and it takes me back to the moment when I wrote it, or either it takes me to another moment where that song helped me get over a hump. I appreciate that. Just like I would listen to Prince or Anita Baker or other people that I just really love, and it just gives you that feeling. Well, you know how music will do. Like when you listen to some good music and you just get chills all over your body. Somebody might be singing a lyric that just hits your soul, hits you right in the heart chakra. That's what music does for me. So there's a few things that I'm working on, but I just released this single called Slow Rush to Nine that pays homage to my ancestors and the different things that I've learned about myself. And this is true for each and every one of us. The life that you're living right now is a reflection of your ancestors. And the life that you're living should honor them. So it's like, they're the reason for your life experiences. They're the reason that you have this gift. So you should use your moments to honor them. All of us should be doing that. And I believe, I know that if we took the time out to honor our ancestors, in this present, it honors our offspring. It honors our future. So that's something that I think we all should get into doing. Yes. So back to Slow Rush to Nine. I'm going to explain this song because I have seen some people like, what do you mean by that? What does the song mean? I like how it sounds, but I'm not really sure what it means. Well, I am a 9 life path, and so is my father. And my father was also a numerologist. So it inspired me to want to learn more about numerology. So I began to study it. But my first, when the concept of Slow Rush to Nine first came to me was like right when I first started doing my thing with music and poetry and stuff. But so I wrote the title down, Slow Rush to Nine. I didn't even really fully know what it meant, but I felt it. So I kept trying to write these poems and write these songs, and it just wasn't flowing. The songs and the poems weren't flowing the way I wanted them to. I did write some pretty good stuff, but I was like, I like that poem, but that is not it. I like that song, but that's not the one, or that's not for the album, So it took, I think it was 2002 or 2001 when I came up with the concept. And I wasn't able to complete that album as far as the recording and the writing of it until 2018. And there were things that I thought, I was like, I know that this poem is going to go on that album, but it didn't make it. But anyway, going back to what that song means. Okay, so 9, the energy of 9 is about completion. And it's about divine love. The 9 energy holds all the energy of all the numbers in the number line. It is the fullness of it. So just think about the things that your ancestors have gone through over the years. from good to trying tribulations to good again, all these different things. While all these things are going on, in our DNA, we're learning, we're gathering this, our blood is gathering information. And through this, the ages are changing. There are seasons, there are seasonal periods, golden age, medieval, whatever, that our ancestors have gone through. That is still in us. So all those different things that they've learned, we're capable of tapping into if we allow ourselves to, or basically it's allowing yourself to. Sometimes we don't really know how to do that, but the best way that I've tapped into some of it, because it's still a whole lot more, is that you just ask the universe. I mean, I ask the universe some questions. Sometimes it seems like some people might say, well, my family members have always said that I'm a little strange or whatever. But I get answers. I get answered prayers in all different types of experiences that I am very grateful for. So we have the ability of our ancestors. We have abilities of the Almighty. And it's time for us to start putting those things into play in our lives to enhance our lives and the people around us. Right now, everybody's across the world is talking about social distancing. Well, I've had experiences where, like telepathic type experiences, where I can be thinking about someone 1,000 miles away and they call me, or I dream about someone and they call me, or I pick up my Facebook and they've left me a message. We're we're all interconnected spiritually. So if physically we have to be socially distancing, spiritually we can still be close. And one thing that can bring us close is music. It's like, I never met Prince, but listening to his music, there's parts of him I know. And if you listen to his music, there's parts of him that you know. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all know what I'm saying. So, I feel that I'm connected to my ancestors. I am my ancestors. And by me sharing that song, it helps everybody else connect to me and my ancestors. And it's all about that divine love. We're there. We can tap into that divine love. And that divine love is going to heal us. It's going to take us to the next level. It's going to take us where we need to be as a society. It's going to have us in a position where we're really appreciating when we're able to commune with one another. It's going to help us stop taking certain things for granted. So that is what I wanted to talk about. Me and this music. It's my healer. And the energy that it gives me to heal, I want to share it with you. So that is what I will be doing. Now, I planned on doing this live in front of my computer, but we're quarantined. I got a lot of people living in my house, and it's kind of noisy. And my business partner is working on our radio stations and television station. So he has things going, so I couldn't just go live because I would have all that background stuff going, in front of my computer. So I came out here on my front porch. And I thank you all for joining me. Keep the music going. Keep the love going. Blessed light. Real love. Mocha Blue Blaze. The medicine woman. And I'm out.